Andy.
I'm working on it here. A little
I,
cold, a little cold outside right now.
I was beginning to think that, it wasn't working.
No, it's working. It's working fine, but I can't get me in here, but for some reason, but you can see me, right?
Yeah, I can see and I can hear you.
And I can see me too. But
Well, you're lucky.
they just had apparently a few minutes ago. Fortunately, we haven't seen it yet. It may be on the list. They had a major hailstorm, thunderstorm, windstorm in Los Angeles right out of the blue. And
Wow.
we haven't had it here, but we did have some rain, and the sky is pretty dark.
How
But
far are you from LA?
depends about how you want to look at it. If you mean the airport, it's about an hour and 20-minute drive to the airport,
Okay,
LAX.
and you're south.
We're south, yeah. If you
Yeah.
want to go into the state to the city line, we can probably get to the city line within 45 minutes to an hour, certainly.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, now I see us. Now I see me. Is it clear to you, or is it foggy? Or
No, you're clear.
okay, good. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Gary.
Oh, here comes Steve Durando, probably.
Good.
Yep. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Morris, how are you?
I'm all right. Yourself?
I'm doing okay, considering
Good.
all.
I'm just checking things here. So far, it's just you and Andy and I. Like I said,
Well,
Gary is normally here, and I know he normally comes in, but I don't know where he is, and I know Pete planned on being here.
Well, I've got our president is speaking this evening.
Yeah, at
And-
9 o'clock. Yeah.
Well,
9
yeah,
o'clock.
eight o'clock here. Well, we just got back from Chicago, from California yesterday. I'm in Chicago today. So
How's your weather?
it's 50 and rainy.
Yeah.
But it's springtime is coming. It's
Okay.
coming. I left a nice climate in California, getting some rain there finally, but I'll be here for about till the end of May, then I'll go back to California for the summer.
Okay.
And then I'll come back here for the fall. We make 2 trips a year, so
Yeah. What do? Switch back and forth 2 or 3 times?
twice. I spend the winters in the summer in California, in the spring and the fall here in the Midwest.
Okay.
I'm following the sun and following the temperature.
There you go. Here comes Sam.
We just missed a major storm here a few minutes ago.
Yes.
Did you hear about
Yes.
it? About 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
Big lightning storm came through.
Yeah, my son told me about it.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but it did. Now the sun's coming out. What the hell to do?
Hey, there's Sam
Sam.
Blades.
Hey, how we doing, everybody?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
We're all right.
Good. You're looking good.
Of course.
Haven't seen you in several months, so you look good.
Are you still up in Connecticut?
I am up in Connecticut, yes, sir. Yes.
When
Although,
do you come to Jersey?
probably not till May.
Okay. Well,
Probably.
you get down to Jersey, give us a holler. Gary and I'll meet you and we'll have lunch.
We'll certainly looking forward to it. Look forward to doing that.
On
Hi,
Morris.
Gary, can
Who
you
else is
hear
here?
us?
I can hear everybody just well. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey,
Good
Gary, how you
evening.
doing?
Yeah. How you doing, Steve?
Hi, Gary. It's nice to see you. I've been trying to make every Zoom meeting since I don't know, about 5-6 months ago when we started. So I really look forward to it. It's
Well,
nice to see you.
it's always good to be seen at our age.
Oh, yeah.
Are you in California, Steve, or Illinois?
No, we got back to Chicago just yesterday. We flew back yesterday. So
It's not
we'll
warm
be
enough to
here-
go back to Chicago yet.
it's spring. It's getting to be springtime. It's
Okay.
kind of like Scotts Bluff. It's the Midwest, and
Yep.
the spring. I like the springtime, and You know, things are happening. The Robins are back already, so,
Baseball's just around the corner.
baseball, catchers and pitchers.
College basketball is about to really get going.
Yeah, March Madness is starting up and, yeah, we're moving.
You know, it's funny the things you remember. When I went to school out in Hiram, Scott, I remember Dan Ulmer filling out this form. I didn't follow basketball at all then. I had no idea what he was talking about. He was talking about schools I'd never heard of and all this. I mean, for the last 25 years, though, I've really been into it because my school's been pretty good players. So,
yeah,
but it's interesting how it makes the winters go really quick, and March is an exciting time for me.
oh, it's the best.
We just
How are they doing?
UConn's number going to be a 1 seed, so they've had a very good year, and they're projected. You know, who knows how it's going to turn out? They're projected to go very far, so we shall see.
Okay.
And when's
How's your-
daylight savings time? Tomorrow?
This weekend,
Sunday.
Sunday
Saturday.
morning.
Saturday
Saturday
night.
night, you turn your clocks ahead.
Spring ahead, fall back. That's what I remember.
Are you sitting out in the rain, Andy?
I just came in. I actually just came in.
God, you
Is it
got
still raining there?
It rained a few minutes ago. A major thunderstorm just came through here.
It looks like a winter coat you have on.
I have on a winter coat because I'm freezing I live with an Eskimo.
Well, rubber nose then and warm her up.
Well, I
I'll
got a
take it-
message from
I'll take it
somebody.
off here in a second. I'll get it off. But
I got a message from somebody on text. Says I'm being required to update my laptop for this call. Anyway, see you soon. I don't know who it is.
probably, I don't know. Sokola uses his phone, I think, so.
I think that's the problem when they use the iPhone. It doesn't work as well. I don't think you don't get the big picture.
Right.
I've got a big thing coming up next week. 50 years of marriage.
How many?
50. I can't believe it.
Good for you.
Yep.
If you
How
had
many
told,
you
if you
have?
had told me I was gonna, if you had told me I was gonna live this long back then, I said you're crazy.
Yeah, well,
Especially with the
Indeed.
same woman, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's-
I know, it's incredible.
Hey,
And
it
she
would.
put up with me for 50 years.
Well, congratulations. Yeah.
it's
Thank you.
congratulations to you and
Thank you.
condolences to her.
That's probably what she would say too.
How many children, Sam?
4.
4? Oh, that's beautiful. How about grandchildren?
8.
Holy cow. See what you
I
started?
know. Pardon me? Pardon me?
I said, see what you started?
Oh boy, it goes fast. I tell you, we were just down in Tampa visiting my youngest son and my grandson. My grandson now 5, and he's a spitting image of me when I was growing up, and it's incredible just to look at him. You know, it's like,
How many
Life goes
girls
on.
and boys?
let's see, 2 girls and 6 boys.
Whoa.
Yep, just the opposite.
Yeah, my daughter had 2 boys. My son has the 2 girls.
Hey, that's an even Steven.
Yeah, he wanted
Which-
a soccer player.
Which ones are easy to deal with?
Well,
We're on a spot.
the youngest girl is really good in soccer, so.
Okay.
And she plays lacrosse and, you know, she's into all those. The
Yeah.
older one is transitioning from high school and she'll start college next year.
Oh boy, that's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Hey,
Which-
Sam, you're a basketball fan. Did you see
Yes,
what
sir.
Dartmouth just did?
You gonna unionize?
Yeah,
Talking about unionizing? You know, they're already getting a free ride for Christ's sake. What do they want to unionize for?
well, no, supposedly, I'm confused on that because one of the stories I read said that the Ivy League does not give scholarships.
Oh, really? I
Does
did not
does not
realize
give
that.
athletic scholarships.
Oh, okay. I did
I,
not know
I
that.
don't know if that's true, but
That's possible. That's possible.
yeah. Now,
Huh.
if that got widespread, that'll put a lot of college sports out of business.
Yeah.
Well, it would kind of defeat the whole purpose there, you know? It's like,
Well,
yeah, I don't think
the
that's a good
ones-
idea.
The ones that don't pay for themselves,
Yeah, yeah.
like girls softball, lacrosse, basketball and football will probably be okay.
You're right, but
Lots of the others that get put out of business.
Wrestling,
did-
volleyball, you know.
Well, no,
A
you know,
lot
none
of
of those are money,
sports don't
none of
pay
those are
for
money
themselves.
sports. They couldn't, you know. I think the kids that probably get scholarships to like volleyball. I don't think they're full rides. They're probably, you know, just a partial thing. I imagine just football and basketball is probably the full ride. Could
Right.
be wrong. But
Well,
No,
you
I
have
think you're right.
you have fencing, you got all kinds of small stuff that basketball and football pay for.
you know, there's
Yeah.
literally a sport for everybody now, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
I mean, they came out with what's the one with the little
Flag football,
no, well, not tennis, but the old things created for old people. Shoot.
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Pickleball, yeah. I mean,
Speaking of pickleball, there's Sav.
Who'd
Gentlemen,
have ever
gentlemen,
thought? Hey, Sav, where are
hey,
you?
good evening, everyone.
good
Where are you in
evening.
Europe?
Sav, was that you?
Yeah, I went out for a little trip and yeah, I'm in the middle, that's a fake background, I'm just kidding.
Oh, who'd have thought?
It's beautiful, man. The background is beautiful.
I'm
God,
impressed.
I am too.
I'm
Well,
impressed.
you're
Damn,
getting
that's-
pretty high tech.
You guys get
Sam.
impressed pretty easily, I don't know about this.
Doesn't take much.
No, not at all.
Well, that's high tech stuff to get that in the background, isn't it, Sam? I don't know how to do that. I mean, gee whiz. I mean, what you see is my house, you know? I don't know.
If you were to see my house, you would see nothing, man. I'm like down to the bare walls. I'm almost ready to move to North Carolina, almost.
You're doing it for 6 months. How long is it going to take?
I
It's been
know,
6
it's not
months.
serious. I'm telling you, Sam, it has taken me for, I'm a tired motherfucker, really. Yeah, I know that I forgot this was being recorded, but yeah, it's really, I mean, it tires me out, really.
I
Today
gotta tell you,
especially, because I didn't sleep well last night. And for some reason I didn't, and I got up this morning and I just had a burst of energy, which was stupid. I don't know how that worked out. I emptied the refrigerator completely empty. There's beer in there. Actually, I just finished one.
You just
And,
think you're in college again.
So there's a little bit of beer left in there and a couple of eggs, you know, but that's about it. I'm
So
almost ready.
Sav, in these past 6 months that you've been cleaning out and ready to move, how much stuff did you get rid of that you go, why did you wonder why you kept it for this long?
Yeah, I would say probably 90% of it. I'm not kidding you one bit. I mean,
my wife finally got me to clean out my closet like 2 weeks ago, and I literally had 13 garbage bags of clothes that I just gave away.
Amazing.
yeah.
And it's like, why did I have all these clothes on? Half of them I couldn't even fit into anymore, you know. But I kept thinking that I'm
Archie.
going to lose weight and get into them, and it ain't never going to happen.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, man. Really, we have a county dump that's about maybe 15, 20 minutes away. And I have made, I know, at least 25 trips there.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, really. And I load up my car and I just drive it up there and unload it. The only good part about it is that I have fun throwing it in to the bins, you know.
Hey, the little things in life, huh?
That's that very simple thing of life. I'm at that point. They enjoy just the fact of getting rid of stuff. But I've thrown away, you know, everything. It's incredible.
Where are you
Yeah,
going to
my
be living?
paddles though. I got 3 paddles, you know, from the fraternity. I kept those. And but that's about it. Morris has all the papers that I had. So I'm glad they're there. But you know, I'm tired. I'm tired today.
So you
tired
have a date.
yesterday.
You have a date. You're actually going to move.
Yeah, I've got to move. I don't have anything left here. No food. I have 2 chairs. I'm sitting in a lazy boy, and I got an office chair right over next to me.
Where are you
I had downstairs in my office, and downstairs is completely empty. The bedrooms are empty except for I'm sleeping on an air mattress. You know, because the other one
You're
had
too old to be
get rid
doing
of.
that stuff, though.
What's that?
I say you're too old to be doing that stuff. You need a good bed to sleep on.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what I was tired from sleeping and not getting sleep, and it has lumps in it. You know, this I don't. I guess that's-
Yeah.
You know, and you can't fill it or let the air out, and you think the lumps will go away, but they don't. And if you let too much air out, it's like sleeping on a water bed. Remember the water? Yeah, you just kind of bounce around. You fart
So, have
once
you
and
sold-
your whole body goes like this, you know?
Have you sold your house?
It's almost ready for sale. The real estate agent has all the information. They're just waiting for me to move out.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Are
So
you
I
saying
I
your
should have good
bedroom's up for
buyers.
sale?
So
That's a
when do
lot.
you think you're gonna move?
Probably end of next week. Yeah. Well, I've moved. I have stuff already in North Carolina, but I mean, I'll just fill my car up with my clothes and a couple of lamps. When I was in high school, I made a wooden lamp on the lathe.
Mhm.
You know, made it nice and round. And so I'm saving that one. And I have my father's lathe. He made two wooden lathe lamps. So I have three lamps that I think pretty cool lamps, you know, the ones I made in high school.
Nice.
And my stereos. That's maybe I got one TV left. It's funny how you accumulate TVs, but I got I'm down to my 32-inch TV now. I had a 50 and had to get that somewhere. So I moved that down to North Carolina, but I had this one up in the bedroom. So now it's on the floor in the living room. And that's how I'm watching TV.
There you
Did
go.
you,
Put stuff on
did you rent a U-Haul, Sam, or did you get a
I
mover?
did rent a U-Haul. Yeah.
There you go. Well, with the whole household, you need one. I was
Yeah,
gonna say, you
yeah.
rent a U-Haul or make 3 or 4. How far are you from South Carolina where you're at now? How many miles is it?
Well, I'm in Maryland now. I'm
Oh,
in
okay, well-
Maryland, and North Carolina is
John.
Greensboro. North
Greensboro.
Carolina is where I'm going. And
How
that
far
is
is that?
6 hours away.
Ooh, boy, you're quite a ways
I think
then.
Greensboro was where Dave O'Leary was from.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's an
Hey, John.
interesting place. It's different from the areas here, but I'm getting used to it.
Good.
One of the funny things about it is they have no banks that are the same name as the banks up here. You know, I had to open up an account with Wells Fargo, and that's the only bank that we have up here that they have down there. It's really incredible. So you would think the Capital One. I don't know if you have a Capital One nearby, but
Or Bank America?
Bank of America should be
yeah,
down
Bank
there.
of America is here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, their headquarters is in Charlotte, so they should be down there in your area.
yeah, they are. They are
Yeah.
both in Charlotte. That is correct. But Charlotte is a little over an hour to an hour and a half away from Greensboro.
Okay.
So it's not something you go to, you know, on the way to work or something. Not that I would be going to work, but
Just
What's
don't
that
rob that
word?
bank, that's all. Just don't rob it, you know? Just
What
keep-
word did you just use? What
Hey,
word
John.
did you just use, Seth?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Gary?
What, I didn't hear and I can't pronounce it. What word did you use? Work.
Work.
I used to do a lot of
No
it, but
profanity.
no.
Good one. That's a good one,
Yeah.
John. I like that.
Yeah,
John, would you get a new car?
it was hard for me to.
Oh, no,
pronounce,
no.
too.
I get tongue tied when I try to say that word.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
W word.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little W word.
Yeah.
Nobody should have to do that.
I know. I haven't worked. I mean, I haven't worked this hard in a long time. And I have a 3-level townhouse and there's 13 steps up and 13 steps down. And I probably average 25 times going up and down the steps a day. But
Oh, man.
God, it just wears
Good
me out.
exercise for you. That's good exercise
Well,
for you.
I have knee replacement, so it's a little rough. I have to take.
Okay, who doesn't have knee replacement?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
good for
yet.
you, Gary.
I should. This left one, I got shots in it today.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I've been
So,
there. I've had shots, you know, finally had to have it chopped out. Chop, chop.
chop, chop.
Speaking of walking, I just did my first 5K last week.
Oh, nice.
Really?
And I was really
5K?
proud of myself that I actually finished.
Nice. Good for you.
Beautiful.
Now, did you run or jog?
No.
or
Oh,
walk?
I walked. It was a walk.
That's
Well,
okay.
Good for you.
I can't run anymore, Mars. But I was impressed that I did the 3.1 miles. So hey,
Oh, good for
Beautiful.
you.
probably gonna sign up to do it next year.
You don't want to push yourself.
Well, no, the earlier you sign up, the cheaper it is. But I'm thinking, but I'm also thinking that hey, maybe by next year I may be dead. So what a waste of money.
Yeah, but the good news is you won't know it.
Exactly.
Well, it could be the Sam Blades Memorial 5K. Look at it that way.
Listen,
I
Sam,
can't
tell
believe
my
how many
kids-
people do.
I tell my kids
sorry.
that if we leave them more than a quarter, we miscalculated.
Oh,
So spend it. while you-
How's everything out there in Idaho?
Beautiful, beautiful. I sometimes I'm over at my workbench over there. This time I'm over at my little desk out here in the
Yeah,
garage.
I'm missing your motorhome. See,
Oh, wait.
isn't the motorhome? Okay, all right.
There we go.
Okay, now I feel I'm at home now. So are
Oh,
you?
Did you guys,
close
did
by
you guys, did you guys out in Idaho get that 10-foot snow like we heard on the news? All that
no,
was-
but we got a lot of snow, but I'm in a sweet spot. I'd say maybe I ended up with 5 inches, and that's a lot.
Oh, that's nothing.
area.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I went shooting yesterday and I played golf last week.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
just hit the good days.
What do you go after when you go hunting? What do you hunt down?
No, I'm not, well, women, but I'm not hunting. I'm target shooting. So I got a bunch of
okay.
pistols and there's a place outdoors. We go up there and we practice different drills. Try not to shoot ourselves. It's fun.
Do you need a conceal and carry there in Idaho to have the pistol?
You don't. I have the enhanced concealed carry because I do security at the church. They have armed security, which is sad. But
Really?
That is sad. That is
Armed
Yeah.
really
security
sad.
at a church. Oh,
That
yeah.
is sad.
there's 10 guys at least on per service. And I do 2 services back to back once a month, and then I serve on Thursdays. And
Oh my gosh.
I'll be serving tomorrow on something for the kids ministry. But we had a church last week. A guy came in one of those LGBTQT NAACP colored shirts things, and he came in and he started screaming and he pulled out a gun, and it was a fake gun.
Oh my God.
They don't have security there. And honestly, if that would have happened at our church,
You would have shot him.
yelled at no, but he would have been yelled at loudly to put it down, and there would have been a gun pointed at him. But
Yeah.
we've had no incidences, and I hope it remains that way. But
I do
it's
too.
just
Yeah.
sad. Just sad.
I do too.
Crazy world out there. Crazy
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, well, look at us.
Yeah.
Peter joined us.
No, I think we're sane.
Oh, good.
I think we're sane. Hi, Pete.
We got half of them.
Peter, you gotta move your camera so we can see your whole beautiful face.
He's looking for audio.
Oh, probably is, yeah. Hi, John Scola. Good to see you.
Hello, Andy. How are you?
Okay.
John,
Hey, John.
nice to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
I've got a question for you, John.
What's that?
If you know, this is a trivia question about Pittsburgh.
Uh-oh.
During World War II, there weren't enough players for the Pittsburgh football team nor the Philadelphia team.
I know
Do you know the name of the team then?
The
What it's
Pirates,
called?
wasn't it?
No,
they combined the
don't.
Eagles and
they
the
combined the
Ste-
name even. Does anybody know?
Really?
the
What's that?
Steagles.
Eagles.
You're
The
close.
Steagles.
Yes, I think you're very close to that. But I just learned that the other day that I had no idea that existed.
No, I
They
didn't
might
know
have
it.
to do it again.
And did you know? Here's another one for you, John. You there, John?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, here's another one for you. Did you know that Pittsburgh has as many bridges? No, it's not bridges, but the amount of
Yes.
precipitation in Pittsburgh is equals what it is in Seattle, Washington, which I found.
Yeah, that I knew.
Wow.
We even have a couple falling down now.
The London one.
No, there's actually a bridge fell down, had a bunch of cars on it last year.
Oh, oh.
That's never
Nobody
good.
got hurt. It was amazing.
Yes, it is.
I bet you Val Jansani would have known that Stiegel's one.
Probably. I'm not sure that's exact right, but I think you're close.
Well,
Peter,
there's
send me
only
the
one-
award.
your camera, Peter, so we can see your whole face. I don't believe
Who's
I
that?
ever actually said that.
Can Peter hear us?
No, Peter,
I
you
don't
can't
think
hear us.
so.
Wave your hand, Peter, if you can see it, hear us.
Pete, audio's at the top. I had trouble too.
Or send him a message.
I couldn't even get on, Morris. I had to do all sorts of gyrations.
Huh. Well, usually, about 10 minutes before Gary comes on, and then slowly, then Andy comes on. And but I'm trying to get Pete a message, but
I had no
get
problem
through
getting
to
on.
him.
Oh,
There's
here's,
I think he's got help. Oh,
yeah,
Gotta
he's got
help.
help.
either
Professional
that or he
help.
just got smacked.
It's always nice to know that I'm not the only one challenged technology wise.
Oh, right here.
Well, my brains went to church tonight, so
Oh,
my wife.
nice. Yeah.
Pete,
My-
can
my-
you hear
my-
us?
No, he can't hear us.
No?
No.
Does anybody
You
know?
know, I was in computers my whole career. I started with punch cards and,
Yeah.
spent 42 years. And you know what? Today I don't know shit about what's going on.
It's a
I mean,
different world.
it's changed that much.
It's a
And
different
wait
world.
till 2 months, it'll be all different again. It just,
Yep.
I have a technology name. And my technology name is called Low Tech.
Oh, low tech.
Low Tech. Yeah.
I can call up my 15-year-old granddaughter and she can tell me what to do over the phone.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
But are you able to follow directions over the phone?
that's difficult too. Yeah. But anyway, it's moving fast. Artificial intelligence is really big time now.
Oh, it's
taking
going
over.
crazy.
I need all
actually
the help
scary.
I can get.
It's very scary.
Well, it didn't work out very well for Google, did it, guys? When they pushed all that artificial intelligence and Washington, our first president was black, and they had all sorts
Oh,
of
yeah, that's right. They did that.
Wait,
That
you
was-
mean he wasn't?
They want reparations.
leave it to an Indian.
There's Pete.
Hey, Peter.
Hi, guys. How are you? John.
All right,
Fine,
here.
Pete.
Hey, John, I got your book and I thank you. And that was really very kind of you.
Pete,
Oh,
you're
you're
in
welcome.
twice for some reason.
He's twins.
What was that?
You're on twice.
I was trying to get my computer to work.
Well,
and
they're
I
both
couldn't.
working.
Well, you're on my screen twice.
All
Yeah,
of us.
that's because I-
One's enough.
That's two of the ugliest things I've ever seen. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you,
I'm
Sam.
kidding.
Thank
I'm
you,
kidding.
thank you.
I've seen
I will
worse.
I will close the computer.
Wait, you'll close the wrong one and we'll lose you.
Oh, yeah. Well, losing me isn't that big a deal.
You still
Oh,
in Harrisburg, Peter?
Yes, I am, Sam.
Okay.
I sent an email today with the link to Herzog and to Hawkins, and I guess they're not here.
No?
No.
Good you did that.
No.
Yeah, I've been talking to
You've
Ron
tried
quite
before.
a bit. I've been talking to Ron quite a bit, and I just can't seem to get him to want to join.
That's all
What
right.
does he
on his
say?
own-
What's
on
his,
own
what's his,
time.
what's his problem? Why don't he want to just say hi? I mean, gee whiz.
I don't know.
Does he
I
playing
feel
know.
say
pinball.
that, huh?
He's playing pinball all day.
No, no, he's back into bowling, by the way.
I'll bet he's good.
He
Wow.
said he said he was.
I'll bet he is.
He was good at anything he did sports wise.
Yeah.
Hey, John, that RH on your head, is that Restoration Hardware?
No, it's Rock Harbor, the church I belong to.
Ah, okay.
Although Restoration Hardware, I've got hips and a knee, 2 knees and a back. I guess that's Restoration Hardware.
So
Oh,
you no longer can walk through security at the airport, huh?
No,
Without the
I
buzzer.
can't. I go through that machine where they all like to look at me. You know how that.
Oh, so you have extra parts also.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'm-
Pete, that book, Eileen and I each got one, and I had to make notes, a bunch of notes in mine because following the characters in the beginning was hard for me. So hers was just about unused. Mine was kind of tattered. So you got the better book.
John, I guarantee you, I'm gonna have to get a yellow pad out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and write it all down because I'm not good at that anymore. I don't know if I was ever good at that, but
Yeah.
What's the name of the book?
What book is this?
oh, let me get the book. I was
Uh,
right here.
It's called The Source. And before our church went to Israel, the pastor suggested that we read it. It's about 1,000 pages.
Yeah,
but-
it is 1,000 pages. You
And
know,
Oh,
it's
James
Mitchner's
Mitchner.
book,
James
And-
Menchner.
it
and
really goes
I'm
through
gonna
the
start
history.
it next week.
Well, good. We'll in August, then we'll go over it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get through the whole 1,000 pages, John. I mean, I don't. It's a heck of a long book. I
I'm
wrote you a
giving you
note.
till August. Yeah,
Yeah, I wrote you a note. I hope.
I got it. Thank you very much. I noticed
no,
your
no,
wife.
no.
Your wife's
I-
name is first. That said a lot to me on the card. But you're
Always
very
nice to know
welcome.
who's in charge, huh?
We all know who's in charge.
Hey,
Our
we
wives.
There
all
you
know
go.
in my house. We all know
There
in my
you go.
house who's in
Same
charge.
here.
Certainly not me.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it once you get through it. It's really a fascinating book, and Mitchner is so good with detail, historical.
Yeah, he is.
James.
Yeah,
Is it like a
tried.
biblical story or what? Biblical?
No,
No, I think it's
more like a
historical.
history. Yeah, it's more like a history of how things happened rather than thee, thy, though. You know, it's really filled with fascinating things. How different towns were built on different towns, were built on different towns, and the things they found, and the human side of the story. So I thought it was great. And then
I'm
going to
good.
Israel, knowing that made Israel better.
Well,
What
he's
made
certainly
you go
good
to
off.
Israel?
In 19,
Why did you go there? What made you want to go there?
I didn't want to pay retail. No,
No, no.
I went there because our church was going there and our pastor was going, and he has a Jewish counterpart there that is a historian. So we look at it from the Christian point of view and the historian from the Jewish historical point of view, and it was fascinating. And there was
I bet.
we were there 10 days. We probably hiked 60 miles. Oh, we climbed Masada. We did a lot of interesting things. We went to the caves where David was hiding out from Saul. So it's really a
Well, a
positive
hell of a lot of
experience.
history. Hell of a lot of history there. I
When did
mean,
you go?
I went in April and let's see, March and April of 2019. And then COVID
Okay.
came. Nobody could go the next year, and the next year, now the war. So we really
Yeah.
lucky to get it in.
Yeah,
No, good for
absolutely.
you.
Yeah, very fortunate.
So it's called The Source.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, right here. Well, if you
And
can
you
see
do
it.
have to write down the players' names, Pete, because it gets a little confusing.
Oh, there's no doubt. I read last summer I was at the beach and I read Da Vinci. I had to write everything down. And that is one tough book to read.
How about
What-
Atlas Shrugged? Did you ever read that?
Yes,
That was a tough one too. I'm trying to
that
figure
was a
out.
tough one.
Yeah.
And I read Guns, Steel and oh God, I can't think of the last word. Uh, and it was so tough. It was so difficult.
I keep saying I'm trainable, but I don't think anymore.
It's
I
mental
even-
exercise.
Yeah, I get it. I truly get it. I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah,
Glad to
listen, there's
have you.
another good book. It's called The New Guys. NEW, The New Guys. And it's about the history of, it's a factual book, it's not fiction, about the history of NASA and the space program in
Oh,
this
God.
country and so forth. And, a lot of it was developing when we were in college, high school and college first starting out. And they talk about recruiting astronauts and what they're doing. And I was amazed at how much I had no idea was happening when I was in high school and college.
I'm
And
sure.
even when, early working career. It's just amazing the stuff that was going on.
Have you guys ever read, any of you ever read Titan?
No.
Titan is just a fabulous book. It's about a young Rockefeller growing up in the 1880s. And it starts out with him in Cleveland, of course, and his father was a con man living outside of a home, and his mother was a very religious person, and it was just unbelievable how he got started and what he became. He was a real dichotomy of a human being. You might enjoy it. I really enjoyed it.
It's called
Hey,
Titan.
listen, guys, I've got to
Hi.
take off. I've got a program to go to up on
All right.
11th community
All
room,
right.
but I just wanted to stop in for a half hour and wish everybody the best, stay healthy, and looking forward to next month.
All
Stay
right.
safe,
Take
Dave.
care.
All right,
Okay.
Steve.
Have a
See you,
safe one.
Take care,
Steve.
buddy.
Okay,
Good night.
thanks.
Be
You
safe.
know,
So
I
long.
will. Thank you, guys. See you,
let me
Sam.
tell you about it.
Nice to see you,
what
Steve.
Gary and I are doing.
Bye, Steve.
Yeah, I
Bye-bye.
want to hear what you two guys are up to.
Yeah. Figured we'd start talking about, the things in, the yearbooks and other stuff, and realized that that I'm aware of, unless somebody here is, there is no place where everybody that was in Teak, brother or a pledge class exists, a name of all the names. So what we're doing is going through all the yearbooks and other information, and we'll put down, Pete LaBella, 1965, 66, and so forth, the years he was at HSC. And we're going to see if we can get everybody that was in Teak and pledged. And Gary ran into an interesting thing in 1970 when he looked at the 1970. Gary, tell him.
Yeah, I have all the books now that Morris got me the last two.
Nice.
And there's really a big drop off between 68, our last year when I graduated, and 69 and then 70. They really fell off.
Dropped the
cliff.
ball. They dropped the ball. 1 year was
Like
terrible.
like teak, okay, the picture of a teak, all the guys.
Yeah.
Well, there's 36 pictures in on the page, but they list 49 names.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know
The
who's who,
13.
and some of them you can't see.
Huh.
Where is it? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know whether you can see this or not.
I'm wondering if I can blow it up.
I have a
You
copy.
see the picture?
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's
yeah. I
that-
see Breitha,
Look at
I
all
see
the names.
Cardi.
But look at all the names.
That was the year that was so bad. They did a terrible job. It was the worst job all the rest of them I have perfect. That year was so poorly done. There's no cross references to any names. All right. It's very sad that they let him get away with that.
So what do you
And-
need, Gary?
What's that?
What do you need? How can we help?
Well,
If it, let Morris know or me
Yeah.
know the
I'll tell you
different
what,
years that
as
you
we
were
put
here.
this together, we'll share it, and then
That,
we'll
that
send
you
it out to
actually
you.
were here.
And you can add, because we're gonna miss people, I know.
Yeah,
Um,
and we're gonna miss years, like I was there in 65,
And,
6, 7, and 8
yeah,
when
so
I
we'll send that
graduated.
out, and then we'll see, how many people we can find that we don't know about yet, that are still out
Another
there.
thing that I'm running into that even so, like, I don't know who graduated after I left.
I graduated
If
after you left.
if you look at these yearbooks, it doesn't say.
No, I graduated in 69 in October.
And
Yeah.
I was the last graduating class of the college in May of 71.
In May
Wow.
of 71,
And I graduated in 70.
February 69, baby.
I was October of 69.
You slut.
I didn't even know, John, I didn't even know
He's
it
like school,
existed
isn't
in 71. When did
But
it
Yeah,
close? When did
but-
the school close
but-
down?
right after that, right after I got out of Dodge. Yeah.
I mean,
Really?
even the sorority here.
Yeah.
Tau Delta Beta,
Yeah.
there's more names than there are people in the picture. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12
What
in
year
the
was that? What
picture
year was that? What year was that?
and
Yeah.
4, 8. This is 70.
Yeah, that's the bad one.
But even 69 is all screwed up. I mean, it's
Yeah, we're just
Really?
gonna see if we
And
can't put
Morris-
together a more complete listing of
Who's
everybody
it?
from the time it started,
I
and
like
then
it.
have the years they attended. And
If
see if
you-
we can get it more complete. In 74, I didn't go because I didn't know about it, but there was a reunion in
I didn't know
Atlantic
that.
City, I think.
yeah. Mhm.
And
Really?
there was a book put out after that. And Gary, I think you got a copy of it. I've got a copy. And we'll look at that and see what we can find. But I've just wondered, how many people, there were and
Next
maybe some
time-
people we can still find out there.
Have you
Nice.
gone on the Hiram Scott website, the Hiram Scott page?
We
There is
haven't
one.
gotten that far. We just decided to do this maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
And
even less. Yeah.
so there's a lot of stuff that resources we can probably use. But like, it doesn't say, like, if you graduated in 70, what month was that?
I graduated in May of 71.
I graduated in May of
71.
70.
And this is from 70, this book. So you're not
Morris
even
will
in
be
it.
in there.
Yeah, and that
When
was the
did you
last
go out-
book. There was no book after that.
And this is the last book.
John, when did you first go out there?
67.
I went out there in 65, October.
John? When did you
67.
go out?
Damn, I must be the old guy around here. I think
You
I
were.
graduated in 68 and I was in the army in 69.
Well,
And I was in
got out-
Vietnam 69 and a half, you know?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I got out in June of 68.
Yeah, that's
did
the
you.
time. You and I must have graduated. Well, we
And
did.
Barry
And Barry, yeah,
and
definitely.
Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose graduated in 68.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I had credits that they transferred in kind of a thing too.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's what helped me.
So we're starting on this and it's going to be interesting. We'll keep you up to date on what we're doing.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
Yeah, really.
And let us know if you write it down.
Well,
Either somehow send it to
yeah, we'll send a copy of it to
Morris.
everybody. Gary's gonna get his and give it to me, and I'll then put it into a format that we can spread it out to everybody. And that's when, we'll get guys going out and looking at the Hiram Scott website and looking at other places to see if they can add people and names to it.
or
I think
asking some of the guys like that aren't coming on, like a Bob Burrell and some of the others, Stebbins, and what years were you there? So
Burrell graduated, I think, in 68.
Who
He
did?
graduated a year before me.
Who did?
Bob Burrell.
Burrell, Bob Burrell.
No, he graduated, I think, the summer or fall of 68.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He wasn't in my class per se.
No, I thought it was the summer or the fall, but I wasn't sure.
I think it's the summer.
You could be right. It was 1968 and
Mhm.
it was a year before me.
Yeah, I think a lot of the original guys graduated in 68 and 69.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yep.
I think. When did you
We're
graduate?
the founders. We're the founders.
You were the fan. Sav, when did you graduate?
68, summer of 68.
Yeah.
Wow. You were the first. Were you the first graduating class?
No.
No,
Ed Parker was part of, they had 3 or 5 people.
he was February of 68. Ed
Yeah.
Parker graduated
Yeah.
February of 68.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
They had a couple different graduating classes, small.
Yeah. He was like
And
4 or
then-
5 people.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, Ed did things like actually go to class and
Yeah.
things
Yeah,
that way.
he studied.
Unbelievable.
My problem is I just wasn't a great student.
Join the club.
My problem was Gary was a bad influence on me.
Yeah.
Well, I
Right.
was.
You know what I figured out?
I ended up there because I wasn't a great student.
Well, no, I think we were all probably pretty good, but back then there weren't enough seats for the number of students going to school. So they made it very tough on you. Okay. Now there are more seats than there are students. So they're actually out recruiting kids now to go to school. So I think that's probably the big difference that when we went there, which weren't enough seats for the students. So they made it tough.
Yeah, that might be true, but I was still a horrible student, Sam.
Of course, I wasn't a very good student either. So
Sam, I like your version. I'm going with Sam.
I like that, John. You got to agree with the things you agree with.
Yeah.
I think the war created a lot more students too.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Good
Sure,
point.
there were a certain amount that were there because they didn't want to get drafted. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I did get that letter. It said, "Greetings from the president."
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know you knew him.
I
Yeah,
got
I
one
did.
too.
Yeah, I went down for my physical and the whole bit, and I decided that wasn't for me.
I think I was like Sav. I graduated in February '69. I thought I was going to get a job the first place I interviewed with. Of course, nobody wanted to talk to you because you were elder for the draft. I called the draft board, say I'm out of school. Next thing I know, I get a letter wanting to get a physical, and in, I guess August I was drafted, so it didn't take long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It didn't take long.
What
They want
number
you-
did you get in the lottery? We all got lottery numbers.
I was before the lottery. I got drafted before.
Yeah,
the
we
lottery.
were drafted. We were drafted.
Yeah, I was-
Choice.
The
Yeah, I
lottery
didn't
didn't come
get a
into effect.
number.
till after
I was just drafted.
Ah,
Yeah.
it was my sophomore year. I got 32. I go, oh shit.
Yeah, that's
I
really
got
low.
347.
Oh,
You were
winner.
what?
And Bites, I think, had 1. We both went out and got
Oh
drunk.
my gosh. Did Bites have one?
I'm pretty sure it was. It was real low because
His,
He wasn't
his
happy.
birthday's April 1st. That's
You-
mm.
You don't get much lower than 1.
No, you don't.
I was
Oh.
105. I was 105. And
Wow.
two weeks after I graduated in 70, I got a notice to go down. And I went down to Whitehall Street where you remember Alice's
That's where I
restaurant?
went.
Yeah, that's where I went. And
Yeah. Me also.
yeah, and then when I got out, I went over there. I said, well, there were 3 guys standing there. They didn't have any computers. They had rubber stamps. And I said, okay, when do I go? And the guy looked at me in the face. He goes, we don't want you. Bam. And he slammed it down. I'll never forget it.
I love that guy.
Did you
Andy was
kiss him?
disappointed.
You got rejected, huh? Oh my
I got
God.
rejected. Yep. That was the best rejection I ever had.
Yeah, what a feeling that was, you know?
Yeah.
We
that would've
don't
been a
want
good
you.
feeling.
Oh my God.
Well,
Well, you did-
Morris and I went down and joined the reserve in
Fort Collins.
Yeah, Fort Collins, Colorado,
Yeah.
Really?
a combat infantry type of, yeah, outfit.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I spent 27 years in. And Marsh, you had what, 10, 15,
No, 6.
6?
Because when my initial recruitment was up, I had to make a decision of whether I was gonna get my doctorate or stay in the reserves. Because reserve meetings were on Tuesday nights. And, my graduate classes were on Tuesday nights and Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I went ahead and got out.
Good decision.
Very
They
Doctor.
tried to keep me in. They promoted me to Sergeant First Class, about 2 months before I got out, trying to convince me
Yeah.
to stay in.
Yeah.
And I probably would have if I hadn't have been working on my doctorate. But
Good for you. That's great, man. Really, doctorate. That's terrific.
I can't even fathom that one.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
you were talking about computers earlier. When I did my, mine was a research study. And I would go to a Hill Center and at midnight because I had to do everything on key cards, and I'd type the key cards in, then put them in, and I could get my printout back 2 hours later. And I did the analysis on a Commodore scientific calculator
Wow.
Yeah.
because you could do
Yeah,
t-tests.
That's a relic, my friend. That's a
and
relic.
that kind of thing on that scientific. And I did all the analysis on a Commodore 64 calculator.
Wow.
Different world today.
Jeez.
Yeah.
When we started, when we started high school and then even college, electric typewriters weren't even around.
Right.
Electric calculators weren't around.
Yeah, I remember when I got my first electric typewriter in the office that had the screen, that you didn't have to print it after you typed it until you approved it. I thought that was a big thing
Yeah, it was.
until word processing came out.
Yeah.
I typed my own dissertation and I rented an electric typewriter to
Oh,
type.
wow.
And if you had a typo on a page, you could not white it out or anything. You had to retype the entire page.
Oh, God.
And when I
But you
finished it,
couldn't-
I went in to the dean and I gave it to the dean. And there was a thing called the Turbine Manual, which told you how to format everything. And she was going through it. And I had bought one because I knew that's what she used to check them.
Uh-huh.
And I was sure I had everything right. And she came to one part and she says, okay, you're going to have to redo this because this is wrong. And you didn't do it right. And I said, yes, I did. And she said, no. She said, I've been checking these for well over 10 years and I've done hundreds. You didn't do it right. And I said, yes, I did. And she said, I'll go get my manual. And I said, I've got one. Same one you use. And so she went and got hers and she came back and she looked at it and she said, you're right. She said, I must have rejected lots of things in the
Oh,
past.
my
And she then
God.
asked me if I'd be interested in typing other doctoral dissertations for students. And I
Oh,
said,
my
no,
gosh. No.
absolutely not.
Yeah, really.
But
That's
I
unbelievable.
can't type.
I did that on electric typewriter and I must have typed, probably 2,000 pages in order to get maybe 150, 200.
Yeah,
Wow.
and one mistake. you gotta
I'll
start
tell
over.
you, typing in high school, I took typing in high school. Greatest course I ever took.
Yeah, me too.
Greatest.
Yeah. To know how to type is a benefit of life, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It did turn out that way, and if you had the foresight to see that, a lot of us didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm not sure it was foresight that I took typing in high school. Might have been that's where all the girls were. And they,
Isn't that the truth? That's where they
You didn't give
were.
a shit about typing.
That's where they were.
I'm gonna cut out. I gotta make a phone call, so I'm gonna cut out, but I'll see you all
Uh-oh.
next month, okay?
all
Have
right.
you
I'm
moved?
gonna
Good
be in
luck.
my new home. Or my
All right.
Good luck.
Right,
Good luck,
man.
Yo,
Seth.
hey, have a
Best of
camera so
luck.
you can take us on a tour.
Yeah, we want to see a tour.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Sav.
Okay,
care.
yeah, good to see you
See
guys.
you,
too.
Sal.
Great.
Be
It's,
safe,
yeah,
Sal.
you know, it's really good to see you guys. You all look,
Yeah.
you all look young, sound great, looking good.
Yep.
See you all next week, next month.
All
All
right,
right, take
brother.
care.
You
See you
too,
later.
John. I'll see you over there laughing. Take care, buddy. See you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, guys, I got
Hey,
a
John, I
thunderstorm.
see you're still in the garage.
I am, yeah.
That's where he lives. That's
I
where
have a
John lives.
thunderstorm coming it's about 2 miles away, and I'm looking right at it. And I've got 2 miles was the last uh, thunder and lightning, and it hasn't started here, but it's going to get pretty nasty here.
Well,
be okay.
hang in there.
I'll be okay.
Stay dry, Andy.
I'll stay. I can.
Take
I
care.
have- No,
Be
I'm gonna
good.
stay. I'll stay until the Eskimo gets back. She's at her dad's house with his dad's very sick and has been since October. She's like feeding him twice a day now, and it's been killing her. It's been very, very difficult for her. And he's 88, and he had what's that thing when you said congestive heart failure and everything. So he's pretty much he gets around okay, but he can't really feed himself anymore, and so Lori's taking care of that. So
Nice.
Oh, okay.
This getting
That's
old
nice.
isn't for this getting old is not for sissies.
Not at
no,
all.
it isn't. It isn't. It certainly isn't.
I always say it beats the alternative,
Yeah. Yeah.
as long as you get your
Pete,
health.
Pete, how's that new car?
Oh God, it's a rocket ship on 4 tires.
What'd you
I
get?
gotta really be careful because one day I went to pass a truck the other day and it just hit the accelerator. I was doing 114 when I hit it.
The
What'd you get? What kind of
BMW,
car is it?
right?
What's that?
BMW.
What kind of car?
Yeah, it's a BMW electric car.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure I wanted it, so I only leased it this time because they gave me the $7,500 credit plus another $1,500 because I'm alive, and I can give it back in 2 years if I don't like it. But we all know the infrastructure isn't built out yet for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Is
But,
it blue? Is it the blue one, Peter?
No, I have a white one.
Yeah, I have one of Lori's cousins has a blue one with white trim.
Yeah, I
Nice.
have a white one with I don't know black and whatever.
It just goes fast.
Yeah, I got to be careful because I didn't mean to do that. You know, at 114, they don't just give you a ticket; they arrest you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called reckless
Pretty much,
driving.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So
Well,
I got to
you-
be.
How do you like yours, Sam?
Love it, love it, love it, love it. I'll never own a gas car again.
What do you have?
A Tesla S,
Really?
and it's like a rocket ship too. Let me tell you,
They
it
all
gets
are.
up and goes. No,
Yeah.
it's fun.
They-
It's fun to drive. It's fun to drive.
They don't react. They just go.
Yeah, just go. I was like, I took a test drive in one, and I came back and I got to buy one.
I understand. I mean, how far can you go in yours?
Officially the range says 400 miles, but you know I'm not going to get that because it depends on the way you drive, obviously. You know, and if I get 350, I'm lucky.
Yeah, I mean, if it's cold, it gets worse.
I haven't really been on any long trips when it's been cold. I've only taken long trips when it's been decent weather, but
Oh, shit,
it's
getting
it's
worse.
fun to drive, that's for sure. So,
Yeah, so is mine.
They're
But
like
I
little
don't get-
slot cars.
pardon me?
They're like little slot cars. I
Oh
mean,
God, yeah.
they just
God, yeah.
boom.
Oh yeah. You push it, you mash that accelerator, and it gets up and goes.
it just goes.
No
Yeah,
hesitation at all.
none. No, it just leaves, and you
Yeah.
got to be careful with that because you step on it, it really means it.
Yep.
It's just like the remote control cars we had when we were kids. They were
Yeah.
all electric.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
takes off. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Those
Oh,
little
yeah.
slot
Pete,
cars.
Pete, the kid in me still wants to leave other cars at the traffic light. If I'm sitting next to a car, I just
Yeah.
floor and just go.
Ah,
We're Sam. We're the same. We're the same. You know, it's really funny. I drive by gas stations, say, I don't really need them.
Well, how long does it take you to charge yours? So overnight will it charge?
It took, I charged it the other night. It took 6 hours.
Now, if you stop at a service station along the highway, how much do they charge you for a minute or hour or kilowatt or whatever? What are
I've
they?
never tried that. I've been at the
Mine-
grocery store where I get they have a supercharger at the grocery store. The first half hour is free. I'm never in there more than a half hour.
Mine, when it's low, it takes list about an hour to fully charge it, and it's about maybe $20 at the most.
Does it
Nice.
show on your electric bill when you get it? Is it higher than it was before you? I'm sure it does.
You know, I've never really tracked it, Andy. I just really don't care.
Yeah,
And so I've
I
never really tracked it. I keep it plugged, and at home I keep it plugged in all the time, so it's never really all the way down at home. Down at the beach, I don't have a charger, so I have to go to the station to get it.
Yeah,
But
we have people love to go to Las Vegas, and it's 280 miles approximately from here, and
Yeah.
they're nervous, and I don't blame them. You know, there are stations along the way that they can plug in, but people are a little bit nervous about that, and I was just curious.
I understand that. I have range anxiety. I have that.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I have a place in Delaware and it's 190 miles and the car is
Yeah.
supposed to get almost 300, but you know, where the hell am I charging it on the way just in case?
And the way you drive, Pete, is probably 50 miles.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
Did you-
Thank you.
Pete, did you ever sell your car on Marketplace?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did sell? Good.
I did. My BMW went off. The BMW dealer offered me 14 for it. I sold it for 18 on Marketplace.
Good. Good.
I was lucky. I guess. I mean, I put it out there and it said, shit, let's see what happens.
Hey, see what happens. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What
So I
year
got
was
an
it?
extra 4,000 for it. And it was, and you know, I knew they were going to sell it for 22. That's what it really was worth. But, you know, they never give you what it's really worth. You know, I wasn't.
Well, they got to
I-
make profit
I-
too.
And I didn't want people showing up at my house to test drive it.
I
Yeah.
agree with you that I agree with you on 100%.
Yeah,
it's scary around here.
Well, you never know what's
Really?
going to show.
Daughter,
Problem.
when the lease was up on Roseberry's Lexus, we decided to give it to or sell it to my daughter. And she had a Tahoe and she took it into the dealer to get it detailed, you know, basic detailed so she could sell it. And Carvana had offered her 14 for it. And so she was getting it cleaned up and she mentioned to the dealer why she was doing it. And the dealer came back about an hour later and said, would you consider selling it to us instead? And they offered her 18 for it.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
And she said, okay.
Sold.
well, you know, you got to know a lot of these dealers are short of inventory,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they make more money on used cars than new cars.
Yep.
What I don't understand is how dealerships are going to make money because they usually made it all on service, and electric cars don't need a lot of that. They need new tires. I was told they run through tires quickly.
Yeah.
The weight, all the weight of that battery.
Yeah. But you know, you don't need oil, you don't need gas, you don't need plugs and all the other crap. So I don't know how they're going to survive selling electric cars.
Yeah, but what do you do if the battery goes?
Cry.
Cry. So
$20,000.
$5,000 to $10,000 depending upon the car.
Well,
Set
since
it
it's
on, set it on
leased,
fire.
mine is leased. I can give it. I leased mine, so I give it back to them. The hell with it.
Yeah.
Mine's got a 10-year warranty on the battery. So,
I have a 7-year.
yeah, okay.
So how do you resell it after you've owned it for 7 or 8 years?
I'm going to own it for 2. I know the new BMW is coming out in a year and a half. It's supposed to get 3 times the battery life mileage. Instead of getting 200 miles, I'm supposed to get 600 on a charge. And I think in 2 or 3 years, if I'm still alive, all things being equal, I think there'll be more superchargers out there.
Oh, there'll be a lot more. There'll be a lot more, and then the range will be longer too. You know,
Yeah.
what's new now, 400 and 500. You know, at some point you'll probably see 800-900 miles to a charge.
Right.
So
Exactly. But you can't
maybe
drive.
not my lifetime. But
I
You know,
have a
Listen to
Tesla.
these electric guys. They're believing their own stuff.
I do.
That's
I
right.
did that.
Nowadays,
That's
in an
right.
electric car, you
I
can drive
heated up.
south. You can drive south, but you cannot drive west because there are no charges as you head
That's-
towards
That's right.
Ohio. And
Towards Pittsburgh, yeah. Yeah,
yeah, you get stuck out there if you're going west.
Well, I have no
you
problem
noticed-
going down to Maryland with it. So
But who's gonna be wanting to buy, say, your Tesla after 8 years, knowing in 2 years, 3 years, you're going to have to replace the
They're
battery?
not, they're not.
no,
gonna-
it doesn't say you have to replace it. Just the warranty's done. It could go for another 100,000 miles. Just the warranty's done. That's all. They're not saying it's going to die at that point.
Yeah,
which
the
you hope it's
battery.
not.
What does the battery go for? 5 to 7,000?
Easy, yeah, especially a
Oh,
Tesla.
easy.
Easy.
Especially
Yeah,
a
if you got to put a
Tesla.
new battery, you might as well get rid of the car.
Yeah.
I paid 2,800 for an assist battery.
Yeah,
A what?
An assist. Mine was a hybrid, gas.
Oh, it's a hybrid,
and
okay.
electric.
Uh,
And it
Wow.
was 2,800 when the battery went.
Well, that's
I
not
gotta
bad.
go check my battery. I'll be right back.
That's not bad.
Holy
2,800, John.
Yeah, but that's quite a few years ago now. You know, that's 2009.
And how many years did the thing last?
I got lucky. I took the 7-year warranty on the battery, so they paid for it. There was 2
okay.
months left on the warranty.
That's
Well, that's a lucky
well,
deal.
Yeah.
your battery left at exactly the right time.
Exactly. And when I sold it, it was a selling point because I said, "There,
Yeah,
there's
here's a
2 or
brand new
3 more
battery."
years left on this."
who's the
you know, on a
manufacturer,
7-year
John?
warranty.
John,
What's
who's
that?
your manufacturer? Is it Tesla?
Honda.
Honda.
I didn't know they had a hybrid then.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a charger
For
in
quite
your
a
garage?
while.
Do I have a charger where?
Did you put
Don't need a charger with a
in your
hybrid.
garage?
No, you don't need a charger with a hybrid.
Oh, right. Yeah, but you have to charge the battery.
No. The engine charges the battery when it's on the gas part.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I took it out to your place, one of your parties that I got 50 miles to the gallon.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Hmm.
Wow.
I don't know, I get 18 on my Jeep.
Got that much, huh?
Gary, your truck probably gets 12.
No, surprisingly, I have a GMC Sierra, and with a V8 and all that, I get 18 around town.
Really?
Wow. Great.
On a trip, I get about 25. But mine has where it drops off from an 8-cylinder to a 4-cylinder and back and forth.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Cadillac-
And
used
so
to
when
do
I'm
that.
on the highway and it drops off to a 4-cylinder,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting 25 mile a gallon.
You know,
So
I had that.
it's really not that bad. Around
Before I had-
town, it's off and on, and I'm getting 18. on
Yeah,
average.
before I had this car, I had a BMW diesel. I was getting 41 miles to the gallon on that thing.
Wow.
pretty good.
But,
Well,
but you know, and
we
diesel
trade-
fuel costs a lot more money. That's all.
we traded in our, actually sold it privately. But I got I have boy, it's getting scary here. I'm sorry, guys. So I have a Hyundai, Santa Fe, and the car I had before was a Nissan, and my Hyundai Santa Fe is now getting me on the road over 31 miles a gallon. We go out to
Wow.
Nevada a lot, or we go out to Arizona, and I was lucky on my Nissan to get 18 to 21 miles anytime I was driving it. So I'm very happy about that.
Now mine's a 2018 pickup truck, I
Mhm.
just turned 30,000 miles, so I don't drive it a lot.
Oh, you don't drive it a lot.
Wow.
I wish I could show
And-
you the sky this over here, guys, but I can't turn my camera around. But it's
And my wife has a
really coming down.
2020 Lexus ES 350.
Yeah, that's what
What a
my wife,
wonderful automobile.
yeah, my wife has that.
And my wife didn't want the bigger ones because this just fits her size, and has everything she could want. She'd be happy with an AM/FM radio.
Transistor.
Huh? But no, cars are cars. I love cars.
I
Yeah.
love cars.
I do too.
Yeah.
Do any of
Me
you guys
too.
have during the 4th of July or anything like a little or car gathering in your town where you guys with their older cars they come by and they you have a
Oh,
have
yeah.
them lined up along the street. We have a couple of those going on here every year. Car
Yeah.
show. Basically, it's a car show.
Yeah,
What's
that was
your
called
favorite
Friday
car
night
in-
and Saturday night in Scotts Bluff.
Let's go drag Maine.
I remember Sam's Corvette parked outside the dorm up at Skinner Hall. You remember that, Sam, of course?
Those were the days.
Yeah,
I don't
that
remember
was,
it.
that was a hell of a car.
That was a time when all I thought I was ever going to own was Corvettes, and that faded away pretty quick.
Oh, well, those things happen.
I know, it's all right. I'm not complaining. Not complaining.
No,
Life's
I
been
didn't-
good.
Well, what beach are you at, Sam?
Lavalette.
Is that in,
It's across
Connecticut?
from I'm sorry.
is that
It's in New
Connecticut?
Jersey. No, it's in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
It's
Yeah.
up by Tom's River, up in that
It's
area.
probably about 50 miles north of Atlantic City.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm about 30 miles north of Morris, actually.
Yeah.
Where Morris
Mhm.
lives.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I hadn't either until my daughter got married there.
Ah. You didn't need it at all, but you have it.
Oh no, didn't need it. I just fell in love with it. We wanted a summer place. No,
Good. I love being at
And
the beach.
I do too. I'm looking forward to actually May. I guess we'll probably start going down. So
Yeah, we're gonna go down the end of April, I think.
Where do you have your place?
Delaware, in Fenwick.
What town?
Fenwick, Delaware, right outside, 2 miles from Bethany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm right on the border of Maryland. Ocean City is 2 miles right to the border, right to Route 54.
Oh, okay.
And I got a condo right on the beach there. It's delightful. I'm thinking about selling my place up here, and when I retire, and maybe moving down there.
Did
You still working?
retire yet?
June 30th. But I'm not really showing up. I was in the office one day in the last 12. Yeah, I don't.
and still collecting a paycheck.
I collect a paycheck, and they provide me my health insurance, and I'm saying, they're paying me and not complaining.
Nice.
Yeah.
They used to pay you and they were complaining.
It's a perfect arrangement. In October of 21, I sold the business, and I could have left immediately, but they offered me a lot of money, and I said, well, and I'm not a good employee, so they said, well,
That
don't
we
worry,
know.
we're not going to treat you like an employee, and they haven't. They left me alone, and I mind my own business and do my thing, and once in a while I show up, and that's all good.
That's a great story,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You're
great way to
living the
make a living.
dream.
Yeah,
guys. I go hear the president talk, so I'll talk to you next month. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too. I love you guys,
Alright.
and see
I
you
love
next
you
month.
too. Be well.
Take care, guys.
Be well. See you next month.
Only
Look forward to it.
I'm gonna go too, guys. If you hear about anybody in in Menifee, California, who's gotten burned up. The lightning is still out there, and I don't think it's really hit here yet. So it's going to be
Well,
kind of interesting.
I'm gonna go after Burrell and Herzog a little bit more and see if I can get them to participate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go after Burrell a little bit too.
Oh, you buddy?
Yeah, well, I see him on Facebook all the time. You know, so
Yeah, see if you can get him and Stebbins.
I'll get on his ass.
All right, get on his ass.
Bye, guys.
All right,
All right.
night.
Hey, we'll
Have
see
a
you
good
guys.
one.
Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Thanks for doing this, Morris.
Yep. Oh, you're welcome.